Hello everyone, I am Mohammad Rafiq. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Rafiq Engineering Drawing. In this video, we will see orthographic projections, question number 6. This is a little advanced level problem. In the previous videos, we have covered question number 1 to 5, in which fifth question was also advanced level little bit, and this is also same category, little bit tough. Let us see what they are asking in the question. Draw front view, top view and right side view from the given isometric view. Here they have given isometric view, that is 3D view. From this 3D view we need to draw front view, top view means 2D diagrams. Isometric to orthographic. 2D diagrams are called orthographic projections. So let us discuss the diagram how they have given. Here arrow and X is given. It means from here is the front view. The front view I have represented with the yellow color. This you can see it. So from here whatever things you are able to see, this one will be treated as front view. So in the front view you will be able to see this surface. This surface is common for front view as well as top view. If you look from the top, this is a top surface which is represented by orange color, and here is the side view which is represented with the light blue color, sky color you can call it as. So this is a side view blue color, front view yellow, top view orange color we have shown. But at some places which are common in multiple views, such as this curved surface is common in top view as well as in front view. So two colors we have mixed. This front view here also, in the front view it will be visible, and in top view this surface is also visible, but we have kept like that. And here also in side view, if you see, this surface is common for side view as well as top view, and whereas this curve is also common. Here side view this surface you can see, and from top this is the orange color. But if you see from here, this surface anyhow you won't be able to see because of this block, it will overlap this one. Okay, let us start the problem first with the front view, and then we will go for dimensions, all those things. Okay, here I am starting the problem. Stay tuned with this video till the end. In the front view, if you see here, they have given 96 mm width. So let us draw a line of length 96 millimeter. So here we will take 96 millimeter like this. In this way we have taken 96 millimeter straight line. After that, this thickness is how much? 16 millimeter. So from here, this is 10, 5 and one more will give you 16. So 16 mm height also we have taken. After that, this end you see 64 mm height is there. The 64 mm entire height is visible in the front view. So 64 mm we have to go vertically upward like this. We will go. So here to here is 60 and 4 mm is this one. Total 64 millimeter. After that, this width is how much? 16. If this curve surface is there, right? So here also it is visible. So that 16 mm length you have to take it in this direction. This 16 I am drawing right now. There is nothing to do with this point. Just to align this scale like this, I am putting this point in order to get the straight line. So here is 16 mm. Again come back with this. Just before 16 you need to stop. So this you take it here and this you take it here. So just before 16 I have stopped because this will come and join with this. Now we will go for this block. This block width in this direction is 8 plus 24 plus 8, and the block height is 28. So 8 plus 24 plus 8 is 16 plus how much? 24, 8, 8, 16. 40 total, it will be 40. 40 in this direction, 28 in this direction, followed by one semicircle. So 40 I will locate here. This width is 40, this 28. Somewhere here comes 28. this side 8 mm, from here 8 mm. Here to here 8 millimeter we have came, and from here we will go 8 millimeter, like this. After that, what you need to do, you need to draw this semicircle. Semicircle, if you see, semicircle base dia is here to here is 24. So if you have a semicircle like this, if this distance is given, base distance, which is 24, like this, 24. So radius of semicircle will be what? Radius of semicircle will be here to here 24. This radius will be half of the 24, which is 12. So 12 is the radius. It means depth will be 12 only. If this is the radius, depth will be 12. So simply take this 24 millimeter center over here, which comes at 12. Now draw small arc by radius 12. Okay. Here is the pro circle. This is called pro circle. It has so many diameters, such as from diameter 1, 2, 3 till 13. Then here 14 to till 30. So our diameter, this is in terms of diameter, by the way. Some pro circle will come in terms of radius. This is in terms of diameter. You can see here 524, 528, all those things. So our diameter of semicircle is 24. So 524 means this one. Just keep it center. You need to align manually and draw the arc. If it is wrong, again you need to erase and continue it. So almost it is same. From these two ends I have aligned that one and we have drawn. Next, this rib is there. From here it is starting, it means from here it will start and it is ending here. Just simply join, no need of any angle or measurement. From these two corners you need to join this rib, that's all. Then what else left? You need to show this slot cutted over here followed by this semicircle. So depth of this we are nothing to do because we are doing front view. In this direction how much it is? 20 plus radius of this curve how much? See here it is given diameter of semicircle, which is 16. From here to here it will be radius, here to here it is diameter. So here to here radius will be how much? If diameter is 16, here to here radius is 8 millimeter. Then same radius continues throughout. So from center to here is 8 millimeter radius. 20 plus this 8. Total depth is 20 plus 8 is 28. Let us go inside with the depth of 28 millimeter, which comes somewhere here. So here is a slot which we have shown in the front view by help of hidden edges. Anything else left? Nothing. Let us go for top view. By projecting all the lines, you will be getting top view. I will project all the lines quickly. So here I have projected all the lines vertically downward. Now we will draw the top view. In this direction the length is how much? 64. So overall this direction length is 64, which comes here in the top view, this distance. So let us see this 64 first. I am drawing here at this corner. Anywhere you can take 64, here, here, up and down, doesn't matter. I will be taking at some distance with respect to the front view. Okay, here I will take. For me space is less. Here is the 64, here to here. Okay, then what we will do? The same thing we will take some distance, same distance here. How much you have taken? Here also you take the same distance, and here also it is 64, like this. Then join these two. This excess projections we need to erase. Later while doing dimensions we will see, again we will draw the extension line, but for time being we will erase this. Here we have some opening over here. From here it is 16 millimeter, 16. So 16 millimeter wherever comes we will see. So here it is 16. We need to stop at this point. After that gap is of how much? Again 16. So here to here it is 16, and here to here again 16. Means total 32 from this corner. From here to here it is 32, 16 plus 16. Then continue like this. Let us construct this gap. This straight depth is 20. After that the curve is there. So this base diameter, you can imagine this as a semicircle. The base is 16 and radius of this semicircle will be half of this 16, half is 8. First we will go straight to a depth of 20, or this projector is there which will help you to construct that arc. Arc means that semicircle. So here is the 20 we have proceed. You can draw arcs with the help of compass which is available with me here, or you can go with that pro circle. You can go with this. Here how we have taken like this, by setting the required radius you can rotate this one, or else for small radiuses such as in this case it is only 8 mm, with that also it is possible but a little difficult. I will be using this. First locate the center, it will somewhere here. If you imagine and extend this to 8 mm will be somewhere here, no need of center also. Just have a look. 20 depth we have taken from both the ends. So this diameter is how much? 16. So 16 hole is where? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is a 16 hole. Just keep it like this, aligning this line and this line, and this it should touch as a tangent. So you have to be little perfect in that. Some practice required, otherwise you may do the mistake while aligning. Okay, like this we have constructed the arc. Then what you need to do afterwards, join this upper line which is here to here. This is almost 96. That's all. Let us see for this thing, and this surface is visible from the top. Let us make it dark. Then we'll go for the other objects. This object here 8 mm, here 8 mm, in between them the gap is 24. So anyhow we have taken the projectors. This is 8 mm, from here also this is 8 mm, this 2, and this gap should be 24 from this arc. You can measure. See, this is 8 mm, from here to here in between them is also 8 mm from those projectors, and this gap should be here as 24. So here it is almost 24, it is 23.5 something like that. No, doesn't matter, with the help of drafter you will be getting exact diagram, or less than half mm error will not be visible much. And in this direction how much it is they have not given, but here they have given before the end it should stop at 22 distance. So from here we will put a mark or a point at a distance 22 from this end. So here is the end point for all other lines. So till here we are drawing thin color diagram only. At the end we will make visible lines with the darker one. Darker one is you can use 2B pencil, and for lighter line you can use H pencil. Okay. So till here whatever we have done is with thin color only, which is visible to you. Otherwise this line is sufficient with the 2B. Dark line doesn't mean with the sketch pen you can use in the exam. Normal pencils only you need to use. Let us join this. This line is visible. Here we will make it continuous, and here you need to show the axis line. Axis is thin chain. The category of line is axis, and line weight you can call it as, it is thin color and followed by chain line. This is also thin, but this is projectile. This is thin, but it is a chain line. Next, this rib you need to show in the top view, which is a width of 12 mm from this end. So from this end you have to go with 12 mm like this. So here is the 12, and draw like that in this direction. That is, we have done this surface means this slope, this rib slope, and this yellow surface is this one. What else left in the top view? Anything else? Nothing left. Let us go for side view. So for side view, here little space will be congested. Let us see. Before projections we can't say. After taking projectors from this front view to this side view, I will show you. Here some projectors I have taken, baseline and this thickness of this base plate, this curvature kind of thing, this one, and just the topmost height. Not all the projectors I have taken at a time to avoid the confusion. So here this is a side view. From here if you are seeing, this is a side view. which width is 64. So here, due to space congested, we have kept a small gap over here. You can take this diagram this side anywhere, but in a line with this one. Here I have kept around 3 mm gap. That doesn't matter, you can increase further according to the space. This width is 64. I have taken here to here. You may see with this dark line, this one. This is a 64. This width, it is been placed over here, 64. Then what you need to do, this height is 16 up, and this is also 16, followed by here also 16. Then gap is there. But if you see from the side, this curvature will be visible. So it will be straight line, but two lines will be visible to you. Let us see this side view, then we will talk about that later. Which is here, and another 16, means total will be 32, and here is the straight line which I was talking about, these two lines, followed by here you will be getting at the center axis line. 16.5 will be 8, somewhere here is your axis line. Axis you can extend both the ways, doesn't matter. After that, this rib, all those things we will do after some time. Before that, first we have to construct this curvature. You look carefully here, this curve radius they have given 48, but actual height is how much? 64, and this direction also it is 64. If you take 48, then it will be difficult for you. Why? Because if it is R64 here, both the same thing, then doesn't matter. You can take this as center, and here to here the width is 64. You can easily rotate because height is also 64, width is also 64. But here they have given 48. Now what to do? From here, if you are moving some distance such as 16, 64 minus 48 if you do, 64 minus 48 if you do, you will be getting 16. So from here 16 mm if you move, and from here 16 mm move here, then this as a center if you are taking in drawing the arc, that is also wrong. So what to do with that, I will show you. Here I am drawing this rib, this portion which is here. After that, what you need to do, as I was telling, from here 16 mm up and from here 16 mm right, if you go, then you cannot construct the curve. That procedure will be wrong. Why 16 we are talking? This is 64 height, 64 width, and radius of this curve is 48. So 64 minus 48 if you do, you will be getting 16. So this is not the correct procedure to locate the center. What is the correct procedure? See, here already we have proceed 16 mm height with this block. Now simply move from here 16 mm away, like this. This is the center. From here 16 mm away. So this is the center of the arc which is having radius of 48. So this is the scale from where I am putting a radius of 48 mm. You can see 10, 20, 30, 40 and 48. This is approximately kept 48. I'll adjust quickly. Okay, 1 mm here and there it may happen. So here is the thing. Here it is touching exactly, but here if you see, if you further go, it will go beyond. Means it will be forming like this curvature downward. That we don't want. So wherever it is becoming a tangent to this height, there you should stop like this. Means from this level if you see, you should stop the curve. After that, simply see this rib is going here, then afterwards this level and this level are same. Again it is straight. So this you can take it up to this height, and after that simply straight line you can take it. So in short, what I mean to say, here to here it is straight to a length of 16, then curvature is starting and the curvature is ending here. And for this curve if you talk about, the curvature is ending here itself, and here it is straight line like this which is shown here. So I'll make it a little darker one. Here we go. Then let us show this block here. This projector I have taken in this direction up. From here if we see, they have not given, here they have given 22. So from this base end you have to move 28, 22, which is somewhere here, 22 somewhere here. This is the 22, this distance, okay, here 22. Go a height of 28. Already projector is there. So here is this box. This rib we need to show. This end anyhow it continues from here, but this end stops here. There is no continuation of this rib over here. So this is ending at here, and width is 12 millimeter. So from here 12 millimeter we will go like this and take it vertically upward. Anything else left? Let us quickly see. This axis line anyhow it is on top, no need to show. This axis we have shown from the side view. Right, almost done. Now visible edges I need to make it dark, and then dimensions I have to do. Dimensions I am not doing for this diagram because space is not available much, so you can refer the previous videos for dimensioning purpose. Now I will make the visible lines as darker one. So here we go, I have kept the visible edges as a dark, and I will do dimensions for this arc or semicircle and for this arc, because these two are new which you cannot find in the previous videos. Let us complete this quickly. Almost there. Okay, let us see. 48 is the curvature of the arc. So here is a 48 center. Take the center of this curve, and anywhere you can show this arrow. I am showing here, and put the arrow like this, and outside you can take it and make it horizontal one, and here you write R 48, radius 48, and for here also you can put this arrow here, and here only you can write R. This is diameter 24, here you can show R 12, or this also, like this also you can do and show that this is 24. There are two options for this. And for this arc also, same way how you have done here 24 or 12, here also you can do 16 or 8. Okay, this is all in this video. Thanks for watching everyone. You can go and watch other videos also, and in playlist if you see, playlist is also available for projection of lines, planes, etc. Thanks for watching everyone.